Hi all, this video is a bit of internal documentation for members of letsplaychess.com and anyone who's interested in creating annotated puzzles. You might have an interest in creating puzzles for other people for entertainment. There are a lot of puzzles on letsplaychess.com. If we go to the puzzles section, the problem conventionally with puzzles is that it doesn't sort of tell you the comments when you make a wrong move. So for example, if we have a look at this puzzle, I'll bring it into the recording area. So the game is Sieger versus Claudia Eckhart, and it's black's plan move, and we can try various moves. So what would be a good move here? I'll try bishop takes f2. That is the first move. So the opponent's reply is played, and now I guess knight d3 is quite strong. But let's for a moment do knight c4, which is probably not doing anything useful. It will say sorry, this is not the correct move, and rewind the move. Okay, so there's no real hint there. So I'll do another just token move. So sorry, not the correct move, and rewinds. And this was the situation until recently. This is the correct move now, and it will say congratulations. So I wanted to address the issue of putting puzzle comments dynamically when someone had a wrong move. And in the forum, there's an example now. If we go to the improvement suggestions forum, where I've been doing various updates to the site recently. And one of the updates was basically to annotate the underlying game and then set subset puzzles within it. So here's a prototype just from this morning where this demonstrates that I've annotated the underlying game, which happens to be a Hebden game, and really maybe there needs to be more information here about the game and the number of moves. And we can either be tested on the whole game or from half move 27 or 33. So this is quite raw at the moment. It's an early prototype. But say we click half move 27, then we have the puzzle system with a difference. And we're going to call this Think Like the Masters. So here, Hebden was white in this game. It's basically move forward 27 half moves. So black's just played queen d5. And let's see, what would you think is a good move here for white? And what kind of feedback can we expect from the system now? Well, let's say attacking the queen to try and sacrifice the knight. So basically it's moved the move back, and it's also now given a dynamic hint. Sometimes it's good to sacrifice pieces to open the opponent's king. So from that hint, you might deduce maybe knight f6. Nope. So there's still hints. Our bishop takes h6. It would be helpful if I clicked on the pieces properly. So a beautiful bishop sacrifice. So I got the first move right for what Hebden played. So it counts on the rook on e1, being able to lift up the attack with rook e3 followed by rook g3. But can black defend against this? We will see. So there's a big hint now, in case you didn't read that. Say you did another move like knight f6. It will give you the hint now of the rook lift concept. And so if you recall, actually the move is rook e3. It was a bit given away, so it's not a perfect example yet. But now we can click to continue. We had the right move here. So Hebden's opponent played king h7. And we have some opponent move insight as well. So black may have thought he's safe here. But first, the queen is lured into an unfortunate square with white's next move. So how can we lure the queen into an unfortunate square? Well, there's knight c3 attacking the queen, but then the queen's got various options, c5 or d4 or e6. But actually, rook d1. If rook d1, where can the queen go? It can only go to one square. So we'll use that hint and we'll play rook d1, and it's accepted it. So the remaining rook joins the attack is the comment on that move. Now queen e6, and here, what would you think is the final move of this puzzle? Well, knight g5 doesn't work, and we get a hint. It involves an exchange sacrifice. So an exchange sacrifice is, offering, most of the time it's a rook, or is it all the time? Rook for a minor piece, a knight, a bishop. That's what an exchange sacrifice is generally, in my view. So how do we sacrifice a rook for a minor piece? Well, hopefully the move rook d6 comes into mind, and it's the right move. So it says a beautiful move exploiting the unfortunate position of the black queen and king. So I'll click to continue. So the opponent's taken it, and now is it knight f6 or knight g5? Well, knight g5 looks to be exploiting now the pin on the pawn and the unfortunate position of the queen and king. So I believe it's knight g5. And it will say, congratulations, you've solved the problem. And in fact, if you wanted to now, you can see the game context. You can step through the whole game to see how Hebden achieved that position. And furthermore, say you wanted to be tested on all of Hebden's moves, we could go back and have the test from the start of the game. So from here, so it wasn't e4, it was d4. So can we recreate Hebden's moves? Maybe. This is the Hebden system here. So knight f3 and knight c3, and he made it look quite easy, really, Hebden. So was it bishop c4 here? So this is for the more advanced person. Oops, I'll get rid of this message center pop-up. It's quite annoying. And carry on. So was it h3 or was it a4? I think, or was it bishop e3? None of them. Rook e1. So you can actually have it as the play like the master game with hints. So you're trying to guess the next move, but it's got hints as well. Sometimes there'll be no hint available. I haven't annotated the whole game, so but maybe I should, to give more hints. So bishop e3, and we're coming up now to black's faulty combination. Black seems to be wanting to knock out one of Hebden's central pawns and get the two bishops, but there was a big snag here. Hebden casually took on e5 and allowed black now to seemingly get the two bishops, but equal on pawns, 7 pawns each. But now Hebden brings in his queen to h5, and it looks as though black has some problems now. There's this imminent threat of bishop h6, but Hebden doesn't play it immediately. His centre would be undermined. For a start, his e5 pawn. Sorry, what am I talking about? Hebden does play it immediately, but instead of queen h6 here, he forces a concession from black. First of all with rook e3, as we've seen, and now with rook d1, and now this rook d6. So it was a beautiful little game by Hebden, a crushing game. And I just wanted to show you from an end user member perspective, what it offers over ordinary puzzles. And if I hope people on YouTube have also enjoyed it from seeing the point of view of an interactive puzzle here, with comments being dynamically shown by the system. I might do another video showing how the annotator can set this up for anyone else. So if you're interested in setting up puzzles for other people, please let me know. Or if you're on YouTube, please let me know. I'm interested in looking for puzzle creators. We have some very enthusiastic ones, such as W.T. Harvey, who's been doing puzzles for years, and Philip and others. I'm always looking for more puzzle creators, and if you'd like to have a shot at annotated puzzles, please let me know. Thanks very much. Please leave any comments or questions on YouTube.